Hi guys, my name is KiRa and I love to stretch. I stretch all the time. No matter where I am or what I'm doing, I can always do a stretch or two. Over the years, I've developed my own stretch routine. Usually it lasts 45 minutes to 1 hour, depending on what my body needs and how I feel. The stretches in my routine come from various experiences in my life and classes that I've taken over the years, including ballet, contemporary dance, Pilates, yoga, even kickboxing. And I would love to share that routine with you today. I usually start out in the splits position. And you can go as far as you can. It doesn't have to be as far as I am. From here, with your back straight, just point your toes down to the ground and then back up. And then down again and back up. And you can circle them around and in the opposite direction. And then with your hands up and your back straight, lean towards one leg, just kind of a pulsating lean, and towards the other leg. And with your hands in like you're holding a ball, and with your back completely straight, lean forward and hold as far as you can go. From here, we'll go into this position as far as you can. And this position, the beginning of the stretch, is usually the longest. I take my time here. I usually stay here for quite a bit. And the longer you stay in the stretch, and the more you breathe air into the tight muscles, the more they let you go further into the stretch until you can go all the way down. Now from here, also you can really tighten your leg muscles to feel more of the stretch. And this takes a while. Sometimes I stay in a certain position, like right here, for about 3 minutes, and maybe rocking back and forth to really get these muscles right here in the hips to open up and stretch out. And breathing is really important. The more you take deep breaths, the more you can feel your muscles relaxing. So that takes usually about 5 or 10 minutes, depending on how sore I am. If I've been stretching for a while, it doesn't take as long. You can stretch your arm out like this as well, and the other way. I just heard a crack in my right here from that one. So you never know which muscle you're actually going to stretch sometimes. But for the most part, you will feel it right here, like your whole hip area, which is really important to have your muscles stretched out there. You don't get to stretch them very often. From this place, with your hands out, you're going to lean into this position. And try, as far as you can go. But what I try to do is at least hold on to my leg. And the stretch is all right over here. You will feel the muscles stretching right over here. And then the other side. And then usually from right here, I like to come back into this one. Give it another good stretch. Far as you can go. From there, a different stretch of the same leg, going all the way down. And in the meantime, you do want to try to keep your toes pointed as far as you can. It really helps to stretch. So you're going down here. Sometimes I like to just really get in there, it's really far. And again, this is stretching like all your lower back right here. And then of course the other side, same thing, I start out right here. And then once I'm a little good here, Go all the way down to the other side. And from there, one last time, go back into here for a final stretch. By then you should definitely have gotten quite a bit further and way more stretched out in this area. From this position, as far as you go into the splits. And then go down and then go back. And from here, one of my favorite stretches, you put your leg here, and I lay here. It feels so good. I lay here for quite a bit. And what you're getting is this whole area right here in this stretch. And it feels so amazing. And deep breaths, of course, in the meantime, to really help those muscles stretch out with the oxygen intake. And of course I've stayed there longer for the sake of the video. I go into this stretch. And then if you will, maybe one of these. From there, the other side. Go down and go back. My favorite, gluteus maximus stretch. Oh, that's so nice. As I would stay there way longer, but this side, as far as you can, this leg is a little bit more tight than the other leg. And I would stay in these stretches for, of course, a lot longer in general. For the sake of this video, we're moving on. From there, oh, I like to do this one. This is an amazing stretch. So in the butterfly position, you could do this to help it a little bit stretch out and get to the floor. I've been able to do this as a kid actually, so this comes naturally to me. I understand it's kind of difficult for a lot of people, but as far as you can. And from this position, having your back completely straight and using your arms as a leverage to kind of get like a pull on your, and you can feel with your back straight and your head tilted down, you should be able to feel a stretch right here in these upper muscles. Completely. These shoulder muscles that are always tense for all the people. This is the best stretch. So you head down and back completely straight. You start to tilt your head slowly, feeling every single muscle around your neck. And take a deep breath. And then slowly feeling every muscle all the way back. And you should hear a lot of cracking in your neck during this period of time. From there, I'd like to go ahead and touch the toes to kind of offset the back straightness that just happened there. So shaking the legs out feels really nice. With your hands against your back, like so. Point your toes down and up and down and circle them around. Should hear some cracking there. Okay, and then hands up and all the way down. I like to grab my hands like this so I can pull. And it cracks out something in the middle back, some muscles in there. And then I grab it and just come down as far as possible. So from here, I like to go on stretching the upper body. And I start out with the child's pose. And really get into it. Gonna maybe even spread the legs just to like get those hips stretching some more. Can never get enough of that. From here, with your hips, your legs not so spread out, just do the sliding down. And then back. Sometimes I just like to not even go that far. Like I hear like, it's like muscles are moving down your back and you hear them doing some interesting things over here and it feels good. Like, that needs to be happening. Good little crackling of sorts. And maybe even this position. And then pull myself all the way up. Stretch. Maybe like a little bit of cat and cow. Do a little bit more of those for the sake of the video. Continue on. I do like to also do one of these. About 10. We'll do just 5. Now with this stretch, it stretches the muscle right over here. Really interesting muscle, you don't really feel it. You don't even know there's muscles there sometimes. From there, I like to do one of these, also 10 times. We'll only do 5. And then flip around and do it on the other side. The alternate version of this is like that. That's a really good one. So from here, we can do the bridge. Stay there for a little while. Also, we can prop ourselves up and perhaps do the bicycle. Or the splits in the air. Splits this way, splits that way. Maybe hold yourself up all the way. So, after that, I like to do 10 push-ups, 5 for the sake of the video. Usually cracks some muscles right here or something. Feels really nice, relief. After I'm done with the push-ups, I go into a downward dog. From where, just kind of pull myself up. From here, I go on to the shoulders. Sometimes I like to do one of these. And then, of course, the other way. This really feels good. Try and touch your elbows. On these. And maybe some of this as well. And I always usually do the squats as well. 10, 5 for the sake of the video. So those were my core stretches of my routine. And my routine varies and will vary from class to class, depending on the level of participants and how long the stretches take. From participant to participant, sometimes they take longer. I would like to leave you today with my ultimate guide to a healthy lifestyle, which is very simple, takes 5 minutes, and that's 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and 10 squats a day. I do those every day, and you can do them anywhere, at any time, even in the bathroom, at work. So come to my class. I would love to stretch with you.